It started with a whisper. "I love you," he'd say, just before drifting off to sleep. For 10 years, those 3 words were my anchor, the foundation of what I thought was a perfect marriage. David was everything: charming, successful, my best friend. We had the house, the dog, the life we'd always dreamed of. But dreams can turn into nightmares in the blink of an eye. It was a Tuesday, just an ordinary, forgettable Tuesday, when my world shattered. David was on another one of his frequent business trips. I was cleaning out his home office, a space I rarely entered, when something slid out from under a stack of old files. A phone, not his usual one, but a sleek, unfamiliar model. My heart started to pound a frantic rhythm against my ribs. A cold dread washed over me, but I couldn't stop myself. I powered it on. There was no password. The screen lit up with a picture that stole the air from my lungs. It was David, beaming, with his arm around a woman I'd never seen before. And on his other side, a little girl with those same bright blue eyes, holding his hand. My hands shook as I scrolled through the photos. Holidays, birthday parties, family picnics, a whole life. A whole secret life in another city, just a 3-hour drive away. His business trips weren't for business, they were for his other family. The text confirmed it all. "Love you, Daddy," one read. "Can't wait for you to come home," said another, from a contact named My Whole World. I felt like I was drowning. The betrayal was a physical pain, a crushing weight on my chest. For days, I functioned on autopilot, the ghost of his whisper, "I love you," mocking me. Was any of it real? Did he ever love me? Anger began to bubble up through the grief, hot and fierce. I wasn't just going to let him get away with this. I needed him to see what he had destroyed. I needed to see his face when his 2 worlds collided. His next business trip was in 2 weeks. I knew exactly where he would be. I booked a hotel room in the same city. I packed a small bag, but instead of clothes, I packed the evidence. The second phone, printouts of the photos, the text messages. On the day he left, he kissed me goodbye, that same familiar kiss, and whispered, "I'll miss you." The lie was so effortless, it made me sick. That evening I drove. I found the address from a text message. It was a charming little house with a white picket fence, something straight out of a storybook. And there he was, on the porch swing with her and their daughter, laughing. My heart broke all over again, but this time the pieces were sharp, forged into resolve. I walked up the path. The laughter died as he saw me. His face went pale, a mask of pure shock and horror. The woman looked from him to me, confusion clouding her features. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I calmly held up the second phone. "David," I said, my voice steady, "I think you have some explaining to do. You told me you loved me. Which one of us was the lie?" He stammered, his perfect worlds imploding right in front of him. He started begging, pleading, promising he could fix it, that he loved me, that it was a mistake. But looking at him then, I didn't see the man I had loved for a decade. I saw a stranger, a coward who had built a life on deceit. I looked at the confused woman, the innocent child, and I felt a strange sense of pity. We were both victims of his lies. I didn't wait for an answer. I just turned around and walked away. Leaving him there in the wreckage of his own making was the hardest and most empowering thing I've ever done. The weeks that followed were a blur of tears, therapy sessions, and leaning on friends who became my lifeline. It was a painful journey, but with each step, I found a piece of myself that I had lost. I learned that my worth was never tied to his love or his lies. Today, my life is my own. I'm not the woman he left behind. I'm the woman who walked away. And I've never looked back. If you've ever felt broken by someone you trusted, know this. You are stronger than your heartbreak. Your new beginning is waiting for you. Thank you so much for listening to my story. If it resonated with you, please consider liking this video. and subscribing to my channel for more content on finding strength and rebuilding after life takes an unexpected turn. You're not alone.